And welcome back. I'm your host, Keyblade Kyrie 2010. This is part 2 of dealing with problems. This will be the friends section. Alright, so you guys already heard about my video of my family problems and how, just all that nonsense. But here, on this one, we're going to deal with friend problems. Now, there's the friends that use you and that are not your true friends. Then there's the friends that do exactly what you're expected to do or expect of them to do and are your true friends. Fake friends will ask you for money. You know, that's not a good idea. Now, if it's $1 or $2, I'd say $5 is the limit. $5 is the limit. And if they don't pay you back, do not give them any more money until they pay you back, or you are not friends with them anymore. Good friend will ask if they can do 50-50 with you on a restaurant or something. Bad friends will not. They will expect you to pay the bill entirely. Good friends will come and hang out with you and not expect a thing. Bad friends will expect you to feed them for dinner, expect you to have either pop or, if you're old enough, alcohol, or expect you to have, or, just expect you to do things that you're all like, that makes you use your essentials. Good friend would ask or would bring something over to cook for themselves. Or, they'd ask if you eat, and if you haven't eaten, then they're like, oh, well, hey, let's go out. I'll pay for my food, you pay for your food. That's a good friend. That is a good friend. A good friend will actually sit there and listen to you. Now, if you go on and on about the problem for months and months and months, now I understand why they would snap at you. But bad friends, they don't really listen very much. You would talk about the situation and they'd be paying attention to something else. Or they would say, oh, I've done that before, or I've been in that situation before. Oh, yeah. No. Good friend would, no, this is not really expected, but, I do buy things for my friends on their birthdays, obviously, or for Christmas. Bad friends will just take the gift and not talk to you for several months, or don't have anything. But I've had friends that I've gotten a gift for just because I want to and I don't expect anything back. That's fine. That's up to them to do that. So that's a both either way kind of deal. Bad friends borrow stuff and never give it back. Good friends borrow stuff and give it back. The pros and cons, obviously. So, since my games and my anime are my babies, they do not leave my house. I let one person do that, and I never saw the video game again, and it took me forever to re-find it, and it really irritated me. Especially big things like an iPod, a camera, or a system. You don't let nobody borrow something that's that valuable to you. And you don't let anybody borrow anything that's really valuable to you, literally. Like my games and my manga and my gaming system and my electronics, pretty much, are my babies. You would not let somebody borrow your TV. You would not let somebody borrow your game system. The most I would actually lend is my regular movies. Not my anime, my movies. There's a difference between my anime and my movies. My movies I can replace in a heartbeat. My anime is expensive, and if you want to watch it, you either get Netflix or you sit down when I have a time to actually watch it here, and we'll sit and watch it. Same thing with my video games. You want to borrow my video game? Take the time to sit down and play on my system. That's great. But actually literally asking me to borrow it, yeah, no. Because there's several people that I've done, or just one person that I've done that to, and I've never saw that video game again. I was very, 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 very sad. So, you know, and to be a good friend, you know, do what you say you're gonna do. That's another thing. Bad friends don't say what they say one thing and do another. Good friends are always, every time that they say that they're gonna do something, they actually do it. That is a big one for me. Oh, hey, do you want to go to the movies? Yeah, I'll go to the movies. What time? Well, I'm thinking about 5:30. Do you want to meet me there? But I'll buy my ticket and the popcorn if you'll buy the drinks and your own. Sure, we could split it 50-50. That'd be great. Go to the movie theater and the friend doesn't show up. And you wait, and you wait, and you wait, and you wait, and then you call them and say, what's going on? Oh, something came up. You didn't tell me this. You couldn't tell me this before the movie? You couldn't tell me this like an hour before? Now I'm sitting here with soggy popcorn and or cold soggy popcorn, and the movie's almost over. You know, I don't like friends that plan things and then all of a sudden just don't show up or decide not to. Now, I understand shit happens. Shit pops up and you have to deal with it. Like, for example, my sister got really sick to the point where she had to go to the hospital at one point in time. I mean, I was devastated. I made plans with my friends that night, and I got the phone call right as I was going to hang out with them. And I literally, right after that, I was heading to the hospital, and I said, guys, something big came up. I'll have to do a rain check. I apologize, you know, but the biggest thing that's my pet peeve is if you don't call and tell me that that's not going to happen. Or you don't call ahead of time when I'm already halfway there or whatever. That's my biggest pet peeve, is you don't call. You don't call to tell them that you're not going to make it at all. You just leave them hanging. That is a big pet peeve of mine. So I think I found what my next video is going to be about, pet peeves. But yeah, you know, don't let a friend use you. Don't be what they call a doormat. It's not... No, it is a two-way street. Kind of like a relationship, it is a two-way street. You know, you want to be friends with somebody, you get to know them, you hang out, you do stuff together. Whether it be you spend 50-50, or whether one time your friend decides to take you out, and the next time you treat them and it'd be paying them off for the last time that they took you out. It's up to them. You have to communicate. That's another big thing. Communication with friends is a big ordeal. You know, hey, I'm going to the hookah lounge, but I have a bit of a problem. I can only pay for the setup. Do you want to pay for drinks? Sure, I can pay for drinks, because I know the setup is a bit more expensive. You know, it's really stupid. If you do a 50-50 thing, you won't have a problem at all. You know, like I said, if they owe you money to a certain extent, don't do it. Like, I used to babysit for one of my mom's daycare parents a long time ago, and she was into me for like $100. Like, literally, I am not kidding you. She was into me for like $100, and I was ticked. Oh, I'll pay you back. No more babysitting for you because you still owe me $100. So, yeah, she got mad at me and totally bashed me wherever she went, kind of thing. That's another thing. Don't talk behind friends' backs, because you're going to lose them in the long run. It's going to get back to them some shape or form. It's just, you just got to be careful. And you'll figure it out. You will, on your own. You'll figure it out who's your friend and who's not your friend. I am your host, Keyblade Kyrie 2010. I know this video was a little bit shorter than the other one, but I can only record so much before my iPod decides I'm gonna stop. So, yeah. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. I do not claim to be an expert. I'm just sharing my life experiences with you guys. If you get something out of it, great. If you don't, I'm sorry. But thanks for supporting my channel. You know, if you're new to my channel, please feel free to subscribe and check out my Let's Plays, cosplays, gaming, and so much more. Don't go anywhere, guys. We got some awesome stuff coming up. I am going to be continuing on Fatal Frame. Sorry, Sotisha767. I know you don't have internet, but I am dying to continue this game. I might just have to call you up and see if we can start getting you to come over instead until you get internet back. So we'll see what happens. If you're watching this, that's your info. Alright guys, peace out.